Your parents want you to lose because they simply can't understand. Now, in this generation we in, bro, let's just call it disease, the millennials or whatever, right? I know a lot of millennials can relate to what I'm saying too, but we have to realize that us, as far as disease, our generation is the generation for change. We are the rebellious generation. We are the innovative generation. We are the transcending generation. Just think about the last 10 years, right? When we talk about the economy, when we talk about the internet, when we talk about clothing, when we talk about all of these different encompassing creative things that are happening simultaneously all at once, right? And I want you to know that you are a part of this. You may not think that you have an important role to play in this universe, but I promise you, you do, because you're here to witness it. So this is what I mean when I say your parents want you to lose because they simply cannot understand what you are in its entirety, right? Now, for example, you may be a 19-year-old, or you may be a 20-year-old, you may be a 21-year-old, and it's like right now you're trying to navigate life. You're trying to go throughout life and you're trying to find the significant meaning to what exactly you want to do. And what is happening is, being that you are trying to do something, it is inactively enabling you to feel as if you're losing. Because what do we know? We know that trying is failing. So when it comes to you being who you want to be, when it comes to you putting down your solid foundation, when it comes to you starting a business, when it comes to you moving out of your hometown, all of these strong points in our stories, right? All of these inactive points in our lineage, right? What this is happening is you're creating footnotes. When you're the first individual to make a significant amount of money in your family, you're creating a footnote. When you're this first person to move out of your hometown or move out of the state or move out of the country and travel and live life and do the things that you want to do for you, you're creating footnotes, because those footnotes can be replicated by your family to come, by the family after that. So this is what I mean when I say we are the ones that create the change for the next generation. We are the ones that put the solid foundation down for the next generation. This is why a lot of you guys watch my videos and you can resonate with it so much, because I'm speaking directly to you. What's the difference from you being right in front of me and us having these conversations rather than you looking at me through your phone or through your computer? It's no difference. So this is what I mean when I say, bro, we can't play by the world's rules. We have to enact our own. Now, am I telling you to start acting goofy and to start doing things? I don't know, bro. What I'm basically saying is in order for you to play outside of the world's rules, you have to know how to think for yourself. In order for you to be a free-minded individual, you need to be able to make your own source of income. In order for you to play outside of the world's rules, you have to know how the world's rules work. And then you can start manipulating, right? Because at all times, right? And even the word manipulation has a bad rep, but manipulation is a beautiful thing, because when you can manipulate, you know you can enact change. You know you can fluctuate, right? Now, when it comes to this form of manipulation, everything is being manipulated. Our frequencies are being manipulated. Our food is being manipulated. But from the manipulation standpoint I'm speaking about tweaking what you already know, right? I'm speaking about tweaking the confines and the structure of what already is, right? See, nobody ever talked to you about financial freedom. Nobody ever probably talked to you about acquiring land, how to go about acquiring land, how to actually go about financially freeing yourself. These are blatant terms that we hear, right? With no definition. These are sub terms that we hear with no explanatory background whatsoever. We just hear these words out loud and we assume we have the definition in our head, but we actually don't know what the fuck we've even heard or what the fuck we may be talking about. So when it comes to you being you, you have to know that there is no form of textbook. There is no form of drawn out like none of that, bro, because you are the first. I want you to know that you are the first millionaire in your family. You are the first creative in your family, bro. You are the first individual to do something outside of the normal confines of the world, other than going to a 9 to 5 and working that for the rest of your life, other than being under someone's thumb for the rest of your life, being told what you can and cannot do for the rest of your life, being someone that you know you're not for amount of money when money is energy. So when you're outputting a significant amount of energy, you're going to get that back. This is why a lot of people that speak on manifestation, that speak on the laws, tell you that the more value you are, the more money you can obtain. But the less valuable you are, the more money you're going to have to scrape. I'll say that shit again. The more valuable you are, the more money you can obtain. The less valuable you are, the more money you will have to scrape. Now, what does that sound like? That sounds like working a job you don't want to work. That sounds like probably investing into something that you don't want to invest in. That sounds like hanging around people that you don't want to hang around. Why? Because it's your environment. And your environment has psychologically programmed you to believe that you are something, and that something will forever be you. That environment will forever be you. Those friends will forever be your friends. What you're seeing is what you'll forever see. So when you realize that this life is more psychological than anything, you get to start making chess moves. When you start realizing that this life is more mental than anything, you start reprogramming your subconscious mind. Because your parents can't do it for you, bro. Your parents can't do it for you. Your parents can't live out your destiny for you. Your parents did everything they could to get you here. And that's all they needed to do. And I know this shit is hard to hear because we always want a pity party and we want someone to feel sorry for us. But in all honesty, bro, your parents did everything they were supposed to do. They got you here. Your parents did everything they were supposed to do because you are here watching this video, taking in this information, taking in this knowledge, inputting this knowledge into your life, and then changing your own life. So it sounds like to me that you got everything you need. Whether you know that or not, it's solely dependent on you. Whether you believe that or not, it's solely dependent on you. Because we know that our beliefs are everything. Our beliefs are like concrete. When you say that you are the greatest, you are now the greatest. When you say that you are creative in whatever aspect that is, you are a creative. And you are the best creative because it's not a competition. You're not going at it with no one else. You're not trying to be better than no one else. You're just being the best you every day. And you're constantly seeing improvement, right? When it comes to your financial status right now, right? You may not think that you are in the best financial status, but you believe that you are rich. And you can't explain why. You believe that everything that you're doing, the work that you're putting in, all of those bricks that you're laying day by day, it's slowly cooking up to build your solid ground. But nobody else can see it until it's right in front of their face. And that is the most hardest obstacle of this game we call life, is when you're building, nobody gives a fuck. Like imagine, right? I'm riding across a building. I'm on the highway. You know, on the highway, you got 4 dividing lanes. You got trees, but you can see buildings. You can see sky. You can see all these different things, right? But you got to pay attention. So imagine right now, right? Your head in between those bushes. But you're going to be one of the most finest, restaurants, one of the finest organizations, one of the finest departments ever. But nobody can see that yet because your building is still being built and nobody cares about the process. They only care about the results. And that's just how we are humans are wired. If you're not an innovator, if you're not a foreseer, if you're not a creative at heart, bro, and what I mean by creative at heart is that you can walk in any room and get creative. You can walk in any room and be spontaneous. You can walk in any room and brighten the spirit. That is your power. But the thing about that is when you're being built, you're not as significant. But when you are built, you have all the power in the world. So what that basically means, and what I basically wanted you to get from that message is, that doesn't mean right now you're less valuable. What that means is you're infinite because you can go in any different direction. What that means is people don't know what your next move is. People don't know what the building is going to turn out to look like. People don't know what your next drop is going to look like. People don't know what your next LP or song or whatever the fuck is going to look like because it's being built. So use that power, right? Use that mystery. Use that lore, per se, and make something beautiful. And make something worth paying attention to. Make something that can help enact change in the world. Make something that can resonate with someone. Make something that's not greedy and just for money. Make something that can resonate with everybody, right? Make something that can be you, because your art is a representation of you. Hey, I just wanted to get that message out to y'all, man. You already know what's cracking. You already know how we coming. What's understood ain't got to be explained. You already know. But look, we're going to keep going up. We're going to keep elevating. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep building the family. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Links down below, IG, TikTok. Love y'all, man. And we out.